Rich Brome for Phone Scoop here, taking a look at the Kurio phone for kids. As you can see, this is pretty much a standard Android phone, standard app menus and home screens. However, it has a few features specifically designed for kids, namely really extensive parental controls.
Now this is where the kids are going to see what the parents have set up for them. But actually if we go over to the computer, you'll see that parents actually can come over here and from a website, they can set up, for example, text alerts. So an emergency alert, for example, a silent alarm if the kid presses like a panic button. You can set up geofencing, a low battery text, so the kid's running out of batteries, the parents will get a warning. If they change the SIM card, if they try to deactivate this program, the parents will actually get a warning that lets them know that that's happening. You can also go ahead and set up geofencing using the GPS data. In this case, you can go ahead and set your parameters. If the child leaves that area that's highlighted, you'll actually get a text as the parent to let you know. We also, because it's a Kurio, it comes with our Kurio Genius software. The Kurio Genius software is updated every single day. It filters over 450 million websites and categorizes them. So for example, all pornography is blocked, but then there's 22 different categories that you can go ahead and set up. For something like celebrity content, for example, you may want to block for a younger kid, not an older kid. Something like contraception information, you may want to block for an older kid, for a younger kid, but not an older kid. Or even something like nude art, if that's something that you don't want your kids to have access to. So it's very granular, but it's based on what the parents' value system is for their kids. We don't make any of those value judgments. We let parents set this up and work in the way that their household values work. You'll also be able to take the apps and restrict them by certain times of day. So for example, you maybe don't want to use email after 8 o'clock. You can make sure that the email app will actually not turn on after 8 o'clock. You can even block apps. You can set up as well emergency contacts. So for example, you go back to the phone here for a second. Hopefully, there we go. You'll notice that you can set up an emergency button. When you hit the emergency button, a first responder can actually slide the emergency contact form and find out the doctor, the blood type, and all of the key contacts. Or the child can actually go ahead and slide this all the way to the right and it'll automatically call 911 for them. They can also, as part of that emergency button, if you press the on button, more than 5 times within 2 seconds, rapidly, it will actually do the same thing and create that emergency sort of response where it sets off an alarm, like if you hold your panic button on your car keys.